channel. My name is Alyssa Del Torre and I am a small business and life coach. So what I want to talk about on this channel is everything to do with life coaching, basically a whole life, whole body approach, right? Mind, spirit, body, and your lifestyle. Everything internal and everything external, because it's all connected. And rarely ever have I noticed other people talking about how literally everything is connected. And that's really important, because if we focus on just one aspect of our life, something else could crumble, or it's a domino effect, and then we're not fully understanding why this thing over here is falling and this thing right here is doing okay, but that's the only piece that we've been focusing on. So instead, we're going to take a whole life approach, whole body, whole spirit, right? Everything all in one, and we are going to take care of ourselves. Now, one thing is, it's not a quick fix. I know a lot of us here in the United States are very used to quick fixes, fast food, everything immediate. Social media is right at our fingertips. It's all quick. That's not true for life coaching, right? You have to dig in, you have to do the work, and even little things can make a huge difference. So I want to start back at the basics. And the reason that I want to make this video and even really jump on YouTube is because with everything going on in the world, I know finances can be really tough for some people right now, and some of my clients aren't able to do as many sessions as they used to, but they still want to do the work. And then there's other people who might end up stumbling across this video because they're searching for something or it piques their interest and they're ready to do the work, they just don't know where to start. So I wanted to make this very accessible to as many people as possible, put this up on YouTube, and hopefully, even if there's a shred of improvement or one sentence that a light bulb goes off and it helps you, that's my goal. Finding people who resonate with your beliefs, your values, your energy, your mindset, your morals, and has the same vision and interpretation of life as you do is really important. You may have a mentor that career-wise, they fit you really well. Family-wise, they may not be matched up with you, and that's okay. So you might need to have another mentor when it comes to family, or a coach, or a therapist, or something else. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. So keep that in mind. Also kind of is like a theme and a thread for friends and relationships and lovers. One person shouldn't be everything, right? There's kind of why there's that saying of it takes a village to raise a child, because one person can't be everything for that child. So, doesn't change as we get older, as it turns out. So today I want to dive into the basics of our life and life coaching. So if there's something that has come up and reared its ugly head in quarantine, in life, in your career, obviously a lot of people are out of work right now, but this might be a great time to figure out what you're really passionate about and really do research on different companies that when they do open up, you can go there and apply or really dive into different types of education, things like that. Anyway, tangent. Life in general has many different areas and categories, such as, and I'm going to read off my sheet, which I'll introduce to you in a second, but spirituality, relationships, family, social life, friends, confidence, your self-image, very important part of life, your home environment, cooking and nutrition, overall health, physical activity, creativity and hobbies, education, career, and finances. That pretty much sums up the whole of your life. And if I forgot an area, I'm sorry. Feel free to comment, because we can always appreciate the growing and the adding, making sure that we are evaluating every single area. So what I did is I put this on a wheel, and I'm going to have this on a page down below. I'll link it. It is the SnapShot life chart. And what I have my clients do is, right when they're starting out, is rate themselves from the center of the circle out, center of the circle being 0, like completely unsatisfied, not happy at all, to all the way at the outside of the circle, being very satisfied. There's absolutely no room for improvement. So think of it on like a 1 to 10 scale. And feel free, you can write that all down on a piece of paper on your own right now if you want to pause the video and go back and write it down. Feel free. My computer just made a fun little noise. So hi, just saying hi to everybody. Take some time and really, really think about that and check in with your gut. I'm really big into checking in with yourself, your inner being, your mind, your self-esteem, your gut. There has been talk of brain cells being in our stomach, being our second brain. So go figure, they say trust your gut, right? It's your second brain. They're communicating. Everything's all connected. And you have to decide if something is true for you, no matter what we're talking about, right? Not everything's going to resonate with you. But let's say we're checking in on career. So 1 being really dissatisfied. 0 being completely, you hate it, loathe it. Or 5, like, it's tolerable, I don't like it, I don't love it, but I'm almost indifferent to it. Like, I'm almost numb, like I don't feel anything. And then, I mean, it's just mediocre. And then 10, completely satisfied, over the moon happy. It can't get any better than this. Like, you just want to drink it up all day long, every day of your entire life, because that area of your life is so good. Here's a hint. That can't be true for anybody. You should never be putting a 10 because there's always room for improvement. Even if you are over the moon, let's say your relationships, your romantic relationships. If you're over the moon right now, I guarantee there's going to be some slight room for improvement. And that's okay. We want that. That's exciting. The fact that things always can improve is really exciting. So we want that. That's not a bad thing. So really checking into your gut and go through on that scale and really feel it out. How am I doing? Like, am I truly satisfied with this area of my life? And then just mark a little dot, or you can write the number in each spot of the circle. Then, once you complete every single section of the wheel, then you can go on to the next step, which is what I call the life chart quick list. So depending on your wheel and where you marked your numbers or your dots, you're going to go through and start with the lowest categories, the categories that you were the most dissatisfied in. And you're going to write down that category. Then you're going to write an item or an action, something even quick and easy that you can do to immediately see improvement in that area. If you can't think of anything, think of something maybe it takes a little bit of effort. Or maybe it takes a lot of effort. And then rate whatever that task is, give that an effort rating. 0 through 10. 0, no effort at all. 10, a lot of effort. Like, we're probably going to have to like change our entire lifestyle to make this action work. And if you can think of 3 things right away for that category, write them down. There are no rules, no nothing. If you can list off a bunch of things, like let's say you think of 5 things right away that for your home environment, well, you could clean. Well, you could paint the walls. You could get a new bedspread, right? Like whatever it may be, jot those down. Do the dishes, do the laundry. And that makes a really big difference, right? Those little things that add that little bit of stress in the back of our mind. Sometimes it's 5, 6 things that really quick we can knock out and get momentum in that area, which then makes those bigger tasks easier. Some people like tackling the bigger tasks first and then doing little tasks. That's totally up to you, personal preference. Then go on to the next category. That's the lowest, so second lowest, and write down a couple things that you could do. to improve that area, and then give it an effort rating. Go to the third lowest category. Write 1, 2, 3 things that you could do to improve or that you could think of, and rate that effort level. And then go through and finish that wheel. At the end of it, I want you to look back at your list, your life chart quick list. And I want you to take a highlighter or your favorite color. And I want you to mark the items that you're most excited about. That has the least resistance against doing that action. If you pick something that you have the most resistance against, it's going to be miserable. Maybe not miserable, but like really unpleasant, right? Like, and who wants to do that? I'm not here, like, I don't want to tell you to do things that are miserable. There might be times that some stuff comes up or situations present themselves where they're not fun and we have to dig in and really do the work, and it's messy work sometimes, but it's rewarding work and work that sticks with you and gives you tools in your toolbox that you can use at any time. You are smarter, stronger, and more resilient. But when we're just starting out, we want to do a very easy task, things that we are excited about, because then we get excited, we dig in, we get something done quick, and then we have immediate results, which makes our energy go up, which can also drop resistance to other things as we move closer to them. So that's a good thing too. So once you highlighted, I would say about 3 things that you were really excited about, and start doing those. Give yourself a timeline to check in. I would say at the beginning, take this chart, this 2-pager, or if you wrote it down in your notebook, take this, rip it out, and pin it to the wall or on your fridge or wherever you do your journaling or next to your bed, so you can wake up or right before bed, you can see it, and it kind of reminds you to just be aware of it and pay attention to the things that you want to get done. And I would say at least once a month, check in with this chart and maybe even reevaluate, right? With my clients, what I like to do is every 3 months or so, we revisit this chart, because 3 months is a really good time and space when they're really coming in and doing the work to see that drastic change and see those dots move multiple numbers, just so you are aware of what's going on in your life. That's the biggest thing that this chart does, is making you aware of the actions you're taking, your intentions, what do you really want for these areas of your life, and are you actually doing the things that get you a step closer to being happy and satisfied in your own life, right? Because nobody's going to be doing this for you. You have to do it for yourself. You have to give yourself the life that you want. Nobody's just going to hand that to you. So really quick, I want to talk about overwhelm. After going through this chart and you're looking at your page and you see a lot of these areas are a little marking lower than I thought. It might be the light bulb that says, oh, this is probably why I've been feeling a little depressed or a little sad or down or just off, right? Sometimes we just describe it as off, but it's really being unsatisfied, not happy, right? You're not stimulated. And life should be stimulating. It's an exciting thing. We're here to create. We're here to expand. We're here to learn. We're here to be here with other people and enjoy all the experiences that this world has to offer. And if you're feeling that and you're feeling overwhelm or anxiety about, oh my gosh, I have so much work to do now. No, you don't. I'm hoping you will listen to my words and trust me when I say, no, you don't have to do everything all at once right now. Just pick one thing, the easiest thing, work on that. And then take a moment to reward yourself and honor yourself for actually taking that step and doing it and taking care of yourself, right? Because that's what all this whole SnapShot life chart is about, is taking care of yourself and making sure that you are satisfied in life, right? It's just a snapshot. It's just today. Tomorrow, everything could change. 10 months from now, everything could change. And when you check back in on this chart, you're really going to know, was I conscious of my decisions and my actions, or was I not? Do you know what you want for life in any of these areas? And in some areas you might not. There's areas in my life that I don't know what I want yet, right? I'm allowing the universe and life to kind of unfold and bring me to where I want to go, because maybe I accomplished what I wanted to so far, and I'm open to seeing what my new desire will be in that area. And that's okay. You don't have to have everything figured out, right? It's just knowing and being aware and being open to opportunities, to new desires, to experiences, right? And letting those things in and allowing yourself to the freedom and the space to experience them. So please don't get overwhelmed if you're seeing things on this chart that you didn't anticipate. One, I can tell you, you're not the first person to feel this way. And there's probably many people who are going to be feeling overwhelmed. Trust me, you're not alone, and it's okay. One step and one day at a time, right? Because we do not know what life will look like a year from now. So let's just focus on now. That's it. Make this snapshot, mark some things down on the quick list, and do the easiest things that you are most excited about, and breathe. And we will also be talking about overwhelm and anxiety in this series. I want to go over like all the basics of life coaching and what I would do with my clients. And obviously, if you guys put a bunch of comments down below saying you really want me to talk about one topic, put that down there. Absolutely, I'm open to it. Let's have fun. Let's create together. My life, your life. Let's all do this together. You're not alone. Let's fill out this chart together. Let's start this journey. Take our life by the horns. And if you like this video or got anything from it, that warms my heart. I'm really glad for that. And you can let me know by subscribing to the channel, clicking the like button, and the bell if it does anything it's supposed to. But hopefully I've heard the algorithm has changed on YouTube. So we're going to wing it. We're going to have fun, and we're going to grow together. And I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. And I will see you next time in the next video. See you later.